Hello, welcome to Gemstone Tarot, where I've managed to spread fake news about astrology about 50 times. Moon was going into Scorpio, not Virgo. I'm sure I said yesterday, and the moon's going into lovely analytical Virgo. No, it's going into Scorpio, so yeah, scratch that. You already know. I know. God knows where Venus is. I'm just like... Anyway, Moon today, Wednesday, 26th of July, wagging my finger, 2023, is in Scorpio. Yes. I don't know what's going on. I've got like brain scramble. Retrogrades do that to me. They just really fox me. It makes me feel... I mean, I'm definitely quite a scattered brain person. And I don't mean that in a negative way, like, ooh, scatterbrain. But I am definitely somebody who's like, bit of this, bit of that, bit of this, bit of that. And, but at the moment, it's just like, it's like a smashed up kaleidoscope in there. That's what I'm telling you. Yes. Now, Moon in Scorpio. I like Moon in Scorpio. It's good for anything that's kind of investigative or deep transformational things. I'm using, what am I using? I'm using one of my sparkly ones. Tripping Weight Tarot Stars Edition. Love this. Kind of psychedelic and kind of trippy as well. So what do we need to know? The peak of the week. Peak of the week. Do you know what we haven't had this year? Is a lot of bird action. Do you remember we had the jackdaws and they nested over there on the chimney? Well, they just haven't this year. I know, initially I thought it was a weather thing, but no, they've obviously found another chimney, and even the gorgeous blackbird has shifted off somewhere. I know, somebody must be giving them, I don't know, some amazing bird food. So yeah, no one in the hotel yet either. Not much to see. Not much to see. Okay, what do we need to know? Oh, gosh. Yes. No, that is in reverse. I can't make that upright. I want to. Can I just tell you that now? I want to. I have a feeling of wanting to. Oh, that'll do in the reverse though. I don't mind that at all. Been watching a documentary on Wham. Do you remember Wham? I know. I've been kind of singing it in the kitchen for ages, and I've been doing some like Wham rap. And it's really interesting. It's on Netflix if you want to see it. It's free on Netflix. It's slightly like rehashed footage of the 80s, but it's positive. And it just really tells you a lot of things that you probably didn't know about Wham, you know. And I was kind of a follower at the time. Very good. Ooh. All right. Oh! Okay. So, I did not want to touch that card. I know. I was like, don't do that. Don't take the card off the top. And then I thought, but I want to take the card off the top. So the cards will fall as they may. So I took it off the top. And it's the Devil in reverse. And it feels like the Devil in reverse. Now, we would much rather... It's very interesting. Isn't it? Really good artwork on this. We would much rather have the Devil in reverse because... there is at least a draining of the power of it when it's in the reverse, you know. Let's scrap for the morsels that we can, shall we, today? I'm not glittering the turd, though. You know, Devil in reverse, there's some stuff going on. There's some issues, or some tissues, as my friend always says. I like that it's in the reverse, and if we have a look at the other cards, there's some quite decent reversals, actually. Oh God, it's always like, it is like Schrodinger's camera. Whenever I put this on, I can never tell like where it's going to be pointing or in what direction. Okay, so remembering this fella here that we can't really take our eyes off is in reverse, overlooking the whole reading. I'm focusing on this really lovely kind of mermaid tower that we've got here. Now, it's one of the nicest. towers I think you'll find, apart from the Light Seers Tarot, which I also like, because that's got like a landslide and it's got bunnies and animals and lightning and it's very natural. This one has just got this merman and mermaid, and they're going down to the depths of the tower, and it has a very, I mean, it manages to be tower-like without being sort of menacing or overwhelming, you know, which is good. We like that. So we've got the tower in reverse. The tower in reverse, it's a little bit like you're resisting some sort of pressure. And it's okay to be resisting that pressure, but it will bite you on the fin at some point. That's what it says when you got the tower. It's like, yeah, you can kind of ignore me for a bit, but you know, I'll get you back sometime. So we kind of have a choice at this point. There's something going on that is a bit restrictive. It can be a little bit toxic. It can be about confronting toxic things or people in your life, or even if you're being toxic, because we all are sometimes. You know, it's not always somebody else, you know, sometimes it's my bad, as they say. So it feels like with the Devil card that we may be wanting to push something under the carpet. Again, with the Eight of Swords, we've got that feeling of being hemmed in, haven't we? And we've got a full moon there in the Eight of Swords, and we've got a full moon on the 1st, which is 1st of August. Yes, we have a full moon in, oh, it's a super moon in Aquarius. Oh, I like that. That sounds good, actually. But it's also a time for releasing. So I think what the cards are saying to us is that while we're in this phase and we have the full moon coming up, we're looking at releasing the things that have held us back and the things that make us feel underconfident and the things that leave us feeling a little restricted and a little tied down by something. Okay? 9 of Swords as well in the reverse, worry and overthinking and overanalyzing, and I guess sometimes as well, I mean, this is perfect for a Scorpio moon actually, because Scorpios are very good at this kind of thing. A Scorpio will grab the bull by the horns and get on with it when it comes to releasing from toxic stuff, because they're not afraid of it, because Scorpio, you know, is a Pluto driven sign, transformation and seeing things head on. The rest of us might find this a little difficult. Hermit in reverse as well, it's like coming out of a cave, literally. Some of us may be emerging, blinking into the sunlight, thinking, cool, I haven't been out in a while. It might be a good idea as well, if you're undergoing this kind of thing, to connect or to find stories of other people who are going through the same as you. That often just helps us as a human to feel that we're not alone in something. You know, it doesn't mean you have to, you know, make enormous connections with that person or go above and beyond. It's just nice to know sometimes that it's all part of life's rich tapestry, and we all get caught out in certain things, or if it's us doing the toxic stuff, that we all sometimes do that too. Then we got the King of Wands, which is very interesting because it really stands out as almost a completely different card. And I'm going to take a card for the King of Wands to know where it's going. So what do we need to know, please, about the King of Wands today? Nice. So we get the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. It's rather nice, actually. I love the Five of Pentacles. I love that artwork as well. So Five of Pentacles in reverse is a card about being rejected, about being out in the cold. It feels like for some of you, you have been feeling rejected, you have been feeling out in the cold, and Leo season, although it's Leo season, which of course is, you know, dynamic and fiery and outgoing and brave, it's also retrograde season at the same time. So, and Venus being retrograde in Leo, did I really not? Oh my God! Do you know what? I'm sure I asked yesterday what sign Venus was in. It's in Leo, of course it is. Gemma. Sometimes I wonder about myself. It feels like the part of the Leo energy that would actually be very outgoing is flip-flopping between being external and internal. So you may be having thoughts about something that happened and you don't know what your part in it was and you don't know what to make of it, but you really would like to release it. I would say that rather than doing that in solitude, it would be better to do it in connection, whatever that means to you, if it's a friend, a trusted person or whatever. Let's have an oracle card. I got there in the end, didn't I? We're doing Stephen Farmer's Animal Spirits, made of corduroy, and it's you. Ooh. I can never pronounce that one as well. So, we get Pueo. I think it's that, or is it Puyo? Let me know in the comments section. Your ancestral spirit guides are offering you guidance. Pay close attention to signs and omens from them. That's nice. So leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on, what are you trying to release, or are you in this kind of energy? And I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.